wrestling fans, welcome to another Extreme Horsemen. It's not just a podcast today. This is critiquing a young man's match. He sent us this just the other day, and myself and ECW original Rottweiler C.W. Anderson, we're going to try to give this guy a little constructive critique, hopefully improve his game and make him happy that he had the nuts to send his video to us. And you know, CW, there's a whole lot of people that want to talk some trash online, but they don't send their matches. This young man sent his. What do you think about that?
They're not going to, because one, they'd rather the fans kiss their ass and actually get critiqued by guys like us and the veterans. They listen to the fans more about how they're over.
Yeah.
And I heard one time, and I started using, you keep listening to the fans long enough, you're going to be sitting out there with them.
That's right.
Because you're never going to get better. And props to the guys so far. The one that has sent it the other day, and my Vic that sent it, and you critiqued him and G Money, which was a very, very good match.
Yeah.
And for this young gentleman that has sent his in, and everything we do is constructive criticism. Sometimes I get put off as being an ass and being too hard on people, but I'm not here to kiss anybody's ass. I'm not going to placate and put my hand on your back and tell you everything's going to be okay. Because some of the hardest critiques I ever got, the next time I went to do said thing that I got critiqued about, I didn't do, because I hear the people in the back of my head screaming at me.
That's right. So I'm going to hit the share screen here, make sure that this thing is ready to go. Eric Jaxx, the tactician, is the guy that sent the video to us. He's against a guy named the Game Changer Ace. And Ace, I apologize if you have a longer name, but that is all that is up here. The Game Changer Ace taking on Eric Jaxx, the tactician in there. All right, so let's hit play on this thing. Let's blow this up. Weak lockup.
Stop telegraphing your lockups. Everybody does that. Everybody does this before they lock up. Stop that. You're telegraphing it. Be comfortable in what you're doing. Like if you're walking around just like that, go straight into a lockup.
Yeah. No need to circle. You see, we don't.
Yeah. Why are you?
Over a half ring. That's about.
You look at it. The hand's already up. Stop.
Yeah. Tighten that up. And by the way, I always like to look. These guys both look like they're going to the gym.
Yeah. Thank you for going to the gym.
Yes. And good looking gear, by the way, on Jaxx.
Yes. Don't know the other guy's gimmick, but it looks like it's something possibly. I don't know. I don't want to.
I mean, he could be doing some type of military gimmick. He's got a matching headband.
I can't.
Harder. Tell him to bring it harder, Jaxx. He did fine, but tell him he got to bring it harder.
Weak.
Like that.
That's very weak. You're a grown ass man.
Grab your foot. Actually, grab your foot, Jaxx.
Yeah. Tell what's hurting, and you should not be getting up on it.
Yeah. He steps on your toes, man. Grab your toes.
And look, you've already stopped selling your toes.
Yep. Sell what hurt. Yeah. Limp a little bit. Again, premeditated lockup.
Yep. Weak lockup. Very weak.
His position on that headlock, he needs to lean on you a little bit. Oh, this is going to be early for this if he does it. Oh, it's so early for the overhead belly to belly.
Way too early.
It was nicely executed, but I would have put that in later. I guess that's the cutoff for the heat. But I mean, you just straight smash this dude with that.
The ref sat there and watched him put his foot on his throat, so that's on the ref for letting him continue.
Yes, referee should have.
There should have been a longer spot to get to that belly to belly, with him getting bumped around several times.
And the babyface here is not fighting back. He needs to show fire.
No.
Fire, babyface, fire. Make that heel work. And the heel can cut.
He's suplexing from the wrong side.
I do that all the time. I can't keep on that. I'm so
It's like
bad.
you struggled getting him up. You got to jump, brother.
I'm so bad about suplexing on the wrong side.
It's like Lodi would tell me. Some people request it that way. There's a long story with that, but whatever.
But he's staying on him, and that's good. Right here, there needs to be fire. There's nothing.
Yeah, he needs to be fighting back.
Fish.
You got to make the people believe.
But see, these people think there's no hope for this guy. He's down by.
No, he's just laying there.
He's down by 3 touchdowns in this one. The fans are. They do not believe this man's got any hope. He's down by 3 scores.
Why are you?
That's taking too long, bro.
Way too long, and you look uncomfortable getting up there.
Oh no.
That was
you got
poorly executed.
Yeah, just take the bump. Either nut shot or have him knock you off the ropes or flip over and take the back bump. This guy, if this is his comeback, he needs fire, man. He needs to be like boom, 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 boom. He's almost acting like a heel right now. He just got beat on for 3 minutes. All right, back suplex. Hey, at least he went for a pin.
Why would you pick him up to knock him back down?
Yeah.
I've never understood that. You got him down on the mat, you pick him up and put him back down. And you're a babyface. Why are you going outside and why are you doing heel stuff?
Yeah, that's a heel move there. And this, for all I know, this could be a heel on heel match. I don't know the backstory. It's the first time I've watched this match. Oh, no, he just reversed out of nowhere.
I don't know who's the.
I mean, the dude in the orange was clearly a heel at the beginning. Eric Jaxx was clearly a heel at the beginning. But I don't know if this other guy, if the other guy's not a heel, he doesn't know how to be a baby. Hook the leg,
very weak.
Shoulders.
You got to jump down there like you're trying to win. You just lay down there.
Yep.
Get down there.
It's putting too much.
Cover hard. Get your head up. There's no money in the mat. So with your head up, the people have to see your face.
Yep.
They don't know if you're hurting or asleep.
Make them see that emotion.
That's the one thing this match is definitely missing is emotion.
I'm gonna pause it right here. I don't know if on your screen, can you see my mouse?
Yes.
This lady right here looks hungry. All right.
Okay.
Gotta do something during the chin lock. Okay.
Yeah.
See? Now, see, he's babyface. Because look, he's asking for the crowd right here, so we confirmed he's a baby.
Okay. So,
this is bad at doing earlier.
Yeah. 1. Let me guess 3. Let me guess 3.
2?
No, 2.
Okay. And when that kid wrestled in this area, he always had a good drop kick, so I'm glad to see he got it in there. He showboated it. Hook him tight. Hook him tight.
Ref.
Do you hear all the fans chanting for Jaxx? Yes. I hear them chanting for Ace.
The guy's just laying there. He's got to start moving, getting up.
He got no fire.
Showing some kind of fire. He is dead.
Dead fish. He's stepping on his hair. See, that ref needs to be forceful about that. At that point, the referee can get physical with him and push him off of him. Dude was laying there.
He's just, there's no fire whatsoever.
Yeah, he was trying to stop this man from doing nothing. Look.
It's like you.
And by the way, there's nothing worse than live commentary. In the building, I can hear it.
Yeah, it's so bad. Not necessary.
So he powers the way out of it. Let's see if he sells his back from the Boston crowd.
No.
No sell yet. Nope.
Nope. Like, no sell. He's just,
They just let him walk up and headbutt him right in the forehead.
He's telling him to stay down. Jackson,
you just piled out. Now you've gone back to being dead.
Yeah, he did. The headbutt done give him CTE. Who's playing with him, Nichols? All right, let's see if this is his comeback. Oh, he done set him up with the running kick that 48% of all indie guys use.
where did that come from, my ace? Oh, no.
What?
Bringing it up.
I think it's supposed to be a camera. I think he's doing the camera.
Where was this at the entire match?
Yes, he's got nothing but fire now. Oh, goodness gracious. It caught him in the fisherman's buster out of nowhere. Okay, let me fix that. Let me see that. We're gonna hold on. We're gonna stop share so we can get, I can see your face. Okay. There was a lot of things that can be fixed in this match, but the finish, I'm gonna start there because that was the freshest. There was little buildup coming out of that heat. And then the babyface all of a sudden was alive. He hits the big kick. He hits the fisherman's buster. 1, 2, 3. It's over. Heel just out of nowhere goes from 100% hit points to 0 in 2 moves.
Yeah.
There has to be a dip there. There's got to be a dip. And what I mean by that, CW, and you can add to this. CW, if that's you, and I'm the baby face, and I'm firing up, and I hit a running boom, right? Running shot, doesn't matter what it is, because it's all the same bump. And I'm right. And we know that I'm gonna get to that fisherman's buster. But we gotta work to that. We gotta hit that boom, right? And then there's gotta be something else.
You're not getting that fisherman buster right then.
Right? Then you gotta hit something or try to, and then what?
It's you would have hit, if it had been me and you'd have hit the kick on me. One, I would have told you there was, like I said, there's other things, but you'd have had way more fire because I'd have been telling you fight, show fire.
Yeah. Coming up from the bottom, right?
You'd always fight, not just laying there, not just doing that. You finally you would have powered out of the Boston Crab, got up, I would have charged you in the corner. You would have put a boot up, I'd have caught it, dropped it down, I would have chopped the shit out of you. I'd have went to do something else. You'd have blocked it, popped me, I'd have staggered back, you'd have run, kicked me with that Claymore kick that everybody does. I'd have flipped, you would not have sit there and wound up all that other stuff. You would have showed a little bit of fire, or just come on or whatever, get up, snatch me up.
I'm not selling my back though.
Yes, you've definitely been selling.
Right.
You because that guy in the camos didn't sell anything.
Yes.
That's the one thing you guys got to learn is you got to continue to sell what's been hurt. So you'd have hit a kick with me. You'd have been fired up, ready. Come on. You'd have hooked me for that fisherman buster. I'd have done something, got out of that, shot you off, spine buster, big cover. You'd have kick out at 2 15/16.
Yep.
I'd have set up for my super kick.
Yep.
Gone for it. You'd have swatted it out of the way. Whatever. Fisherman buster.
Fisherman's buster. 1, 2, 3. Correct. Yes. 100%. That is exactly the sequence I was going to say.
Just like this.
Take them on the roller coaster ride, gentlemen. That's all. When we're saying this, you guys do have a lot to work on. Doesn't mean you're bad. It just means you haven't been told. Okay. Both you guys, at least you look like athletes, and that's bigger than 90% of the indie guys now. You guys look like the part. Okay. Especially Jaxx. I've seen his pictures, his gym pictures online. That dude goes to the gym a lot.
Right. The kid in the camo, and I'm calling you guys kids because all my students, everybody, I call you kids. There's nothing.
Everybody's kids.
Don't know. Everybody's kids does because I'm 50 years old. I'm allowed that.
Yeah.
So you could be in the gym a little bit more. I don't know what your gimmick is. If it's something infantry or you're a play, because hell, New Jack wore camo.
Yeah.
But anyway, get in the gym a little bit more. You have to show fire. Your head was down one time. People couldn't tell if you were asleep or selling.
Yep.
Hold your head up because there's no money in the mat. The money is the fans. Fire the entire time. Show fire the entire time. because that's what gets the fans. Go back, and we're going to continue to tell this to everybody. Watch Ricky Morton. Watch Robert Gibson. Excuse me, Ricky Steamboat sell as baby faces.
Brian Pillman. Very
Yeah,
underrated.
Brian was another. Another thing too is work on the psychology, because you guys, if you're confusing us as to who's heel and baby, you're damn sure confusing the crowd.
Yeah.
Because you went outside and was doing heel stuff. You never go outside as a babyface. You don't want to go outside unless you're going to get that heel and drag his ass back in.
Or if he did it to you earlier in the match, which didn't happen.
If you go outside, he'd have come out after you. Like if you'd have bumped outside, he'd have come out after you. He'd have gone to do something. You'd have reversed it and then slammed him into it. That would have got a pop from the fans. Roll him back in, dive in on him, cover 1-2. He kicks out big. Let it marinate.
Yep. And
let the fans digest it.
And a babyface is allowed to do heel things if the heel did it to him. If the heel has already punched the babyface can punch the heel. If the heel threw the babyface out of the ring and went out there after him and did something crappy to him, then a little bit later, if the babyface starts catching fire, he can chuck that heel out of the ring and give it back to him. The crowd expects that. They expect.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, when Jaxx went to the top rope, the guy kipped up. The heel kipped up after just getting beat on.
Yes. I didn't even. Yeah, he did do that, and I did not say anything.
Why
would distracted by the oddity of the way that he climbed up the ropes and how long it took, and then when the bump was just so awkward, like he had to protect himself, and he came down so gingerly because it was awkward. I would have just took the front flip or the nut shot. I probably would have took the front flip because I'm not great at falling that way and not actually destroying my ballage.
He could have run up and grabbed him and did the flare gimmick to help him guide over. Yeah, that would have got a huge pop.
Yeah, I think if they were to do that spot again, that would be the advice I'd give them. But I mean, again, we want to stress that we're not here to down you guys. You guys have to be able to take this criticism and run with it. That's why you sent me the match, Jaxx, and that's what you're going to get. You're going to get honest critique from us, and you can send me in CW 50 matches as long as I see that you're taking our advice and that you're improving.
And improving.
That's it. That's all we ask. If you're making the same mistakes, we're gonna be like, bro, man, but don't even send them more matches, bro.
No, because you're not listening to what we say. Listen, I was on TV, pay-per-view in California, and got cussed out after my match because some of the things I was told not to do, we did. We went way too long, 10 minutes over. A couple of things. I'm on national TV getting cussed out by Paul Heyman and Tommy Dreamer. But that's the thing. That's how we are. You're going to get critiqued, and it doesn't matter by who. If you want to improve, you're going to get critiqued, and you need hard criticism. So you need to take this, work on these things. And I'll tell my students this all the time. Victor Andrews, who's one of my students, and he is a master of this. One thing that is wrong with him, I tell him what's wrong. He goes out his next however many matches and works on that one thing. He has his match, but like one thing was his selling. I tell him, work on your selling. Do this, do this, do this. He goes out, he has his match, but every time he sells, I'm in the back of his mind. Sell, 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 sell.
Yep. I see it too.
What's the guy in the camos? What was his name?
Ace.
Ace. All right, Ace.
Game changer Ace.
From here on out, as a babyface, your objective is to work on your selling, keeping your head up. Fire, fire, fire. Make that heel cut you off. Unless you get hit, let's say you're working me, unless you get hit with something big from me or Preston, a spine buster, something big like that. When you get hit with a body slam, you get hit with something, a hip toss, and you're getting up, fire. Make the heel cut you off.
And Jaxx, it's your responsibility as the heel to tell him fire up if he's not doing it. So just remember, as you as the heel, we're always telling guys, come on, fire, 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 fight, fight, fight. We're constantly telling people, fight, fight. And we'll beat you back down. We're ready to. But we want you to fight. We want you to sell. So, but that's it. That's it for that critique. CW, thank you again for joining me on this stuff. And I've got quite a few more, and I think it's going to continue to multiply as people see that we are here to help. This isn't something that is supposed to publicly shame people for not being, my God, you're not a 5-star wrestler already, And Lord
Yeah,
knows half these guys, poor guys, probably got trained at a school that just didn't belong training anybody,
No.
and they're out here trying to make it on their own, and that's why we're here.
Our objective is to leave the Indies better than we found it.
Yep. And again, we can critique you. Bob Evans can critique you. Tom Pritchard can critique you. I mean, you've got there's guys that we are all friends with that will gladly do everything
Greg
they can
Anthony.
to help you in professional wrestling. So don't ever, ever be shy about sending your stuff. You ought to be excited about sending your stuff and then getting feedback from guys that have been around the business a long time, because that's something we were never afforded. We had to figure all this stuff out.
Yep.
So that's great. Thank you, man.
Good luck. Yep.